Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about what you should pack if you're moving to Japan. I think there's so many things that I forgot or didn't know I would need when going to Japan, so I wanted to make this video. That's what inspired it, and I thought I could talk to you guys about what I would pack if I were moving to Japan now. Let's start with talking about omiyage. Omiyage means souvenir in Japanese. And basically, when Japanese people travel and they come back, they bring little souvenirs for their friends and family as well as their co-workers. So when you move to Japan, you should bring some omiyage or little souvenirs for the colleagues you're going to be working with. And omiyage are usually things that you can eat. They don't need to be expensive or very fancy, just something representative of the place you went to. So in this case, it's going to be representative of your country. Usually it needs to be uniform, so everyone should get the same thing. And it's really good if it's individually packaged, so you can just give one to each person. So find something from your country that's small. It can be something like sweets or wrapped chocolates or something. I'm South African, so what I would take is maybe fizzers or fizz pops. I think those are really interesting and fun, and they can fit in your bag really easily. Now, for your vice principal and your principal, as well as the heads of the BOE, if you're working with the BOE, you do want to bring something a little bit more fancy just to show respect for their position. So I brought them these gift sets of rooibos tea, which they really liked. And when you give it to them, just be a bit discreet. Don't give it to them in front of everyone. Find a time when you can meet them one-on-one, and then you can give them the gifts. It's a nice way to show appreciation for the people that you're working with, and it really gets you off to a good start at school. So make space in your bag for omiyage and start thinking about what types of omiyage you can bring that people would enjoy. The next thing I would pack are clothes. Clothing sizes in Japan are probably very different from your country. So for me, something that's a small back home in Japan is a medium or a large, depending on the brand and the cut. So it can be hard to find your size in Japan, especially if you wear larger sizes. And even if you find something that is your size, the proportions are different. So even if something fits your body, you may find like the arms are too short or the legs are too short. And also, clothing in Japan tends to follow trends. So while I was there, it was mainly the oversized look with pastel colors, and a lot of the colors are cool toned. So especially if you're warm toned like me and you want to wear warm toned clothes, or if you want something that's a bit more fitted, or just something that's not on trend, something patterned or something different, it can be really hard to find that in Japan. And then similar to clothing, shoes. The larger sizes are a bit difficult to get for both men and women. Some stores will order it for you and some stores just don't offer it. So bring as many shoes as you can, especially walking shoes. You're going to do a lot of walking. And if you have shoe styles that you really like, bring those because there isn't a lot of variety. The next thing I would pack would be toiletries and cosmetics. So if you have particular skincare or lotions or creams or washes that you use, even if you have the same brand and the same product from that brand, a lot of products are formulated differently for the Japanese market. So you may find that the ingredients are kind of different in the Japanese version. If that's not going to work for you, then try and bring some of the originals with you. Another one is deodorant. Deodorant in Japan is usually only sold in summer, and it's also not very strong. It's not really strong as an antiperspirant. Sometimes it's just smells good. So it's a good idea to bring deodorant with you. Japanese people don't really use it because they don't really need it. But us foreigners, we need it, and you should bring some with you. You don't want to be that foreigner. And then for me, in a similar vein, is makeup. So if you wear makeup, it's kind of difficult to get complexion products that match your skin tone if you're not really, really pale. And I struggled a lot. Even brands like MAC, who usually have a wide shade range, they have very limited shade ranges in Japan, and you can't even order it from their online store. In addition to that, it's hard to get warm toned stuff. So anything that you need with a warm undertone, it's going to be really difficult to find it in Japan, so bring it with you. The other thing you want to make sure you bring with you is an adapter for your electronics. So you can get one of those international adapters that have plugs for everything, but you can actually buy the Japanese chargers for your laptop or your tablet or your phone before you go to Japan. So that's a good idea to buy it and take it with you. It just makes it so much easier when you first get to your apartment and you can plug your stuff in. So next is medication. So if you're on any prescription medication, you usually can bring it into Japan. They have a list you can check, and it tells you what is legal and illegal to bring into the country. Generally, most things are legal to bring in with you. And all you have to do is you need to apply for a import confirmation for the medication. It's actually quite quick. What you're going to need is a list of the medications you're going to bring and the quantities, And then you're going to need your doctor to write a letter and a script and to say what you're taking, the dosage and the recommendations, and then why you're taking it. Like, what are they treating that you're taking it for? So the process is really easy. But the important thing to note is there's some medication that is legal to bring with you when you enter Japan, but it's not legal to import into Japan once you're there. So if you have any of those medications, then make sure to bring enough until you plan to go back home and you can get more and bring it with you. Okay, and I forgot to mention this when we spoke about clothes, is pack a lot of underwear. And the reason is also sizing, especially for ladies. If you wear bras, our sizes in Japan are completely different from what you're used to. Even though you can go there to one of the underwear shops there and get sized, and they're usually very helpful and polite. Larger sizes, a lot of it is not available in store, so you're not going to be able to try it on even if they do size you. And then also, of course, the styles are different, so you may not like the styles that they have in Japan. So bring some with you, and then you can shop around and find what you like. And then also, I would say you should pack maybe some dried food or spices from your country. It can be difficult to get international items like that in Japan, and even if you can get it, it can be kind of expensive. So bring stuff like that from your country if you're going to use it to cook. And South Africans, you can't bring biltong into Japan. It makes me sad too. I was very sad. I missed biltong the whole 2 years that I was there. And one of my friends who is South African, he tried, he didn't know it was illegal. This is how we found out that it was illegal. He tried to bring it, and then he got caught at the airport by like the sniffer dogs, and then he had to sign a form, and his Japanese isn't really good, so he couldn't read what was written on the form, but it didn't seem like a good thing. So I'm sorry, you can't bring biltong. But other than that, you can bring dried food and snacks and spices. So bring some of that, especially stuff that you love, that is comforting for you, because the first few months can be a bit tough. So bring something that makes you smile and makes you feel happy. And then on the topic of being comfortable and happy and surviving your first few months, make sure to also bring something, anything you have that makes you feel happy and comforted. So it could be like an oversized hoodie, or a special piece of jewelry, or maybe your pillow if it fits, or like a stuffed animal or something. Anything that makes you feel comforted and at home. You may want it or you may need it when you're there for the first few months and you're adjusting. It can be rough and the culture shock can really hit you. So something comforting really helps. And if you have space, I think you should definitely pack it. So that's basically it. Those are all my tips. And let me know if there's something you're not sure about, if you should pack or not. Let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And good luck with your move to Japan. And I just want to say thank you so much for 14 subscribers. I'm really surprised. I started this channel with 0 views and 0 subscribers, and I'm so excited to share this stuff with you guys. I love making these videos, so let me know if there's anything else. I have a whole lot of very fun content planned, so I hope you guys will enjoy the upcoming stuff. And thank you again so much. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.